welcome to the next installment of my Disney Cruise Line Fish Extender gift idea videos. Today we're going to be doing string art. Okay, so the first thing you're going to need is a little wooden plaque. You're going to need some wire nails. I used sizes 3/4 inch by 16, 17, and 18. Next you're going to need some size 3 crochet string or embroidery thread, some craft paint, a hammer. I also, in this video, I'm using some vinyl transfer and some blue painter's tape. You're gonna need some Q-tips and a couple other things. So first thing I did was went online and created my own little template out of a image of the Disney Fantasy. So this is just a side view. I kind of like pieced it together based off of the size that I needed. You're going to go ahead and trace it out onto your little wooden plaque. This is what you're going to use to follow the nails. You can also leave the pattern on there, but because I'm making multiple, it was just easier for me to trace out the pattern in pencil. So we're going to go in with our 3/4 inch by 18 wire nails, and we're just going to tippy-tappy all around the pattern. You can spread them out, put them as close together as you need. The more detail you have, the closer together your nails should be. But you're just going to go around and hammer them about halfway through, and then you should be good to go. So watch as I hammer, hammer, hammer. I find it easier to go to the corners, so anywhere there's a corner or a bend, and then just go and fill in from there, just because it helps me get a better idea of the spacing that I need. It probably takes me about an hour to make each one of these. All right, and then I'm just putting a line in the middle for the change in color between the black that's on the bottom of the ship and the white that's on the top. You can see some of my nails are a little crooked. It's not a big deal. You can always use your hammer to straighten them out. But honestly, once the string is on, you don't really notice it. Okay, so I'm going to start with my white string, and for this, you're going to use, I used size 3 crochet string and embroidery thread. So they didn't have all of the colors that I needed in the crochet string, and so I substituted some of the other stuff for embroidery thread. So you're just going to go ahead and do a double knot wherever you feel like you want to start. I started with the white, and we want to start filling in. So the way we're going to do that is just zigzag wrap that string up and down, across, all over, and just fill in as much as you want. You can do it kind of random, you can do it with a pattern, however you want. It's personal preference, it's up to you. This part requires a tiny bit of patience, just because sometimes the string does pop off the end of the nails, and it just kind of will unravel itself. But just be patient, take your time. It's for me a relaxing thing, but I can definitely see how people might get frustrated. So yeah, just keep filling it in. Anywhere you feel like it might be a little bit blank, you can go ahead and just add a little bit more zigzag back and forth. And then once we've got all the inside filled in, you're going to go along the outside. And here I just kind of wrap the string around each nail head just to kind of give it a little bit more stability. And you just go around the outside, and it makes a nice border for you. You can also push that string down as you go, slide it down a little bit on the nail, and that way it'll give you a little bit more room and you don't have to worry so much about the nail popping off the top. I'm sorry, the string popping off the top. Once you've gotten as much of it filled in as you want, go ahead and just tie yourself off. So you're going to go ahead and do a double knot there, and just clip your string as close to the knot as you can without getting too close, because you don't want it to unravel. Alright, so now let's go in with the black. and we're going to just do the same thing. We're going to go in and zigzag to fill in the blank space, and then we're going to go back around the outside and use the string to give us a nice stronger border there. All right, let's speed things up a little. Cost-wise, this is a fairly inexpensive fish extender gift. Probably each one, I would say, cost me less than $5 to make. It's definitely a time investment, but each one probably cost me about $4 to make. Also, when you're planning these, you kind of want to keep the dimensions in mind. So because the white is done first, it's going to sit back a little bit. And then the black and the red and the yellow that we add in as well a little bit later on will definitely pop up a little bit more. All right, that's the black all done. We're going to tie ourselves off right here. Next, we're going to do the red funnels at the top. So we're going to grab our red embroidery thread and just continue the same process of zigzagging and looping and tying off and making our way up and down around the funnels. I kind of just make up the pattern as I go, you know, just filling in where it looks like it needs a little bit more color or a little bit more dimension. Okay, now we're going to go in with a few more of the size 18 nail, and we're going to add 6 of them into the white part. These are going to be used to do the life rafts. So we're going to do 6 of them pretty evenly spaced, a little bit above the black, but still in that white portion. You're just going to kind of tuck them into the white wherever you can. Okay, we're going to grab some more of our embroidery thread in the yellow, and we're going to just tie 2 of them together. So we're going to leave a separation in between every set of 2. So we'll have 3 life rafts on the side of our little cruise ship here. Okay, now we're going to take 2 other sizes of nail. So the size 16, still 3/4 inch, Oh, you can see a little string has kind of popped off there, but it's okay, you can fix it. So we're going to take a 3/4 inch by 16 nail. So that means that the head of the nail is a little bit larger. We're going to take 2 of those, 1 in each of the funnels. And it's a little bit of a tight squeeze, so I have this handy dandy little like nail holder that came with the little tiny little hammer that I have. So it just holds the nail for you and you can just bang it right in. So we're going to take 2 of the size 18 and then 2 of the size 16, and then we're going to take 2 size 17, 3/4 by 17, and those are going to be the little Mickey heads that are in the funnel, the Mickey head and the Mickey ears. So the size 16 is going to be the head, and the size 17 will be the ears. And then all you need to do after that is go in with some acrylic paint. So I just grabbed some Q-tips and I dab the nail head so that way they kind of blend seamlessly in with the string, and they just kind of disappear. You can see the difference that it makes, especially with the black here, as I go in and paint that, and it just kind of disappears and just makes it a little bit more cohesive and just a little bit nicer looking, in my opinion. So you're going to take your color that matches your string, you're going to dab it on all the nail heads, and then for those little Mickey heads we're going to take the white and fill those in white as well too. Now I have a silhouette, so I also went in and cut out a Disney Fantasy emblem in some transferred vinyl and placed that on the bottom of the wooden plaque, and it makes a really great, inexpensive, super fun to do fish extender. On this one I added a little yellow string that goes right across the black to kind of simulate the line that goes across those beautiful cruise ships. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye everyone!